Alright, first and foremost, I'd like to give all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh Bashim, Yahweh Shai Bashim, Hakakwadash. The balance unto the apostles and the elders that could minister that surely do it well. Peace and blessings unto the Akim. Throughout the four corners of the world that push this word, the truth, in all sincerity and with all diligence. This is Matina from the Trinidad Camp West. Once again, to do another lesson, to edify Lord's flock, to exhort brothers to continue pushing on in the word. And this is going to do a short lesson here. And it's going to be entitled Many follow the ways of death. And that goes back to these different doctrines, these different religions that people believe to be true, people follow, and they follow wholeheartedly. And they're going down that road, and they don't know that what is prepared for them is death, because they don't have the truth. Anything outside of the truth is lies, and the Most High don't deal with liars. The Most High coming back to save men, or to deliver men that speak in the truth, that have 100% truth. This is let's read this precept here. This is Proverbs 14 and verse 12. It says, "There is a way which seemeth right unto a man, but the end thereof are the ways of death." And a lot of these ways are these different religions that these people follow. Under Christianity, have a lot, because there are different sects of Christians, under Islam as well. And then there will be those that believe in Kemet, those that believe in Mormonism, those that believe in these diviners, these as we call it in Trinidad, Obeah men, these enchanters, these witches and wizards. And because things may be going right for them, they believe it to be the right way, because their wickedness not being checked upon immediately, as the scriptures quote in Ecclesiastes 8 and 11. They think it to be a right way, or nothing isn't wrong with what they're doing, because that is what they say. When we talk to a lot of these Christians, they say, well, I've been a Christian for the past 20 years, and this is what Jesus did for me, and this is what the Lord did for me, and I know the Lord personally, and I have a personal relationship with Him, and nothing haven't been going wrong for me since. Because what they under is a delusion, as scriptures say. It says there's a way which seemeth right unto a man, so they might be prospering. They probably may not have experienced any harm, or may not have been in any situation of difficulty or hardship. So they may say, you know what, this is the way, this is the right way. Then it says, but the end thereof are the ways of death. Because when the Lord comes, the Lord not gonna spare anyone except His men. So though they may be spared now, His judgment ruling out now, but some being judged and some being spared. Though they may be spared now, when the Lord sends out a total judgment, they're not gonna be spared. They're not gonna be spared, as the scriptures say in Ezekiel 9 and verse 5. It says, and He said unto the others, let me read from verse 4. It says, and Yahweh said unto him, go through the midst of the city, through the midst of Jerusalem, and set a mark upon the foreheads of the men that sigh and that cry for all the abominations that be done in the midst thereof. So that is basically the men that speaking against the wickedness that taking place or happening in this world, which are us. basically the Israelites, but we go more in depth. We have, we speak, the unadulterated truth, not watered down, you know, fully 100% concentrated truth, not mixed with anything else. It says, and to the others he said in mine hearing, go ye after him to the city and smite. To the others, that including everyone else. It says, go ye after him to the city, and they're gonna see that. Go ye after him to the city and smite. Let not your eyes spare, neither have ye pity. Because if it was left up to men, they would have. The eye might have spared. They might have pity. They might have, the emotions might have kick in when they see who they have to judge. But this was the order of angel. This was ordered to an angel. It says, slay utterly old and young. Slay utterly old and young, both maids and little children and women. So the Lord not gonna spare. That's why I say when the Lord brings total destruction, everyone that following a doctrinal lies, a doctrinal wickedness, they're not gonna be spared. Now things may be going right with them, and they say, you know what, this is the way of life, but the true full force of judgment isn't come yet. It says, but come not near any man upon whom is the mark, and begin at my sanctuary. Then they began at the ancient man which will be before the house. So everyone gonna receive that judgment. If you're not part of the Lord's elect, you're gonna receive that judgment. Let's go back on point. This is Matthew. Matthew 7 and verse 13. It says, enter ye in at the straight gate, for wide is the gate and broad is the way that leadeth to destruction, and many there be which go in thereat. And the scripture say, enter at the straight gate. Now the word straight means narrow. If a walkway is narrow, that means a crowd just can't barge through it, just can't run through it. What it means is that most likely only one person can walk through it at a time, because the word, let me get the word straight. We'll start from on top. What is it? Thesaurus. We'll go to the dictionary. It says, a narrow passage of water connecting two seas or two other large areas of water. It says, used in reference to a situation characterized by a specified degree of trouble or difficulty. Go down to the adjective. It says straight gate, not describing the gate. So that it was used as an adjective here. It says of limited spatial capacity, narrow or cramped, close, strict, rigorous. When I jump down to the origin, it says tight, narrow, drawn tight. So it have a limited space. So that means not everyone could pass through. Not everyone could just run through. And that is the truth. When you think about the trouble and difficulty that you may go through, and when it tells you that when you come into the truth, it's not gonna just be a bed of roses, immediately that's a turn off. That's like when it like how men may have turn offs with women, or women may have turn offs with them when they hear certain things or they see certain things, they immediately get turned off to you. That's a turn off. That is a turn off to these to these 2/3. As soon as they talk about difficulty, trials, afflictions, tribulations, they mind, they don't want the truth anymore. They don't want to hear the truth anymore. It says, enter in at the straight gate, for wide is the gate and broad is the way that leadeth to destruction, and many there be which go in thereat. Because straight is the gate and narrow is the way which leadeth unto life, and few there be that find it. That few that find it, and then they're gonna have even much less that actually go into it, because it have men that find the truth and then depart. They're going back into the world. They find the truth too hard. They find things may not be going right for them, or they may be offended at something in the doctrine. An excuse to leave, another excuse to leave. They may be offended at something that someone tells them, or something that someone did to them, and they say, you know what, that is it, pack my bags, gone. Which that is what they ultimately wanted to do from the beginning. They were just waiting for the right occasion, to go back into the world. So the scripture says, because straight is the gate and narrow is the way which leadeth unto life, and few there be that find it. So that means, how can you read these scriptures and then boast as a Christian that Christianity is the way because it have 2 billion followers, or Islam is the way because it have 1 billion followers, or Jehovah's Witnesses is the way because it have 300 and something million, or 4, how much ever it have? That's to show how lost these people are. They do not understand the scriptures at all. The Lord say looking for few men. He looking for a few. He looking for a few quality men. A grade, triple A grade. Gold. Not silver, not fucking wood, not stone. He looking for gold. But these people would boast about the numbers. It have men that come around and say how much people does they come, or how much people does follow. They say not much. So you know what I mean. What that mean is that we most likely we are in the truth. Most likely we follow in the right way. That is what that mean. Because the Lord said, few there be that gonna find it. Even in when he was describing what the kingdom of heaven gonna be like to Ezra, say the way so narrow that only one man could pass at a time. Only one could pass at a time. So that means over a period of time, there are not gonna be much men that cross. Like it's a million could pass at a time, and no, there's only one man could pass. That's how difficult this part is. That's how difficult this journey is. And these people out here following the madness, the Christianity madness, which I still surprised that people actually believe in Christianity or believe in Jesus up till this day. But it's really and truly a spirit of deep sleep upon them, so they can't really get out of that. But it's still shocking to see that all this information coming out, and this, you're thinking maybe they will go to something else, but these people still believe in that madness. But hey, with that, I want to give all praises and glory unto Yahweh Bashim, Yahweh Shai Bashim, Yahweh Kakodash. The double honors unto the apostles and the elders of great ministers that surely do well. Peace and blessings unto the Akim, through the four corners of the world. And until next time, I want to say Shalom.